I want to introduce to you Karen Whitecalf. Karen is an operations manager. She works with the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority, and she's got a very special message that ties in right off of Cassandra. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Karen Whitecalf. I'm from the Thunderjaw First Nation, proud member. I'm a wife and a mother of 2 beautiful daughters. I'm here today to talk about empowering females and mentorship, how we can mentor the younger generation. In this room, we have about, 30 women, and each woman has probably about 5 or 10 years experience and knowledge. So wouldn't it be awesome if we could get that knowledge and experience together and mentor a future leader? So women out there, like I said before, that we have all this knowledge, and it's a shame that we don't share it with the younger generation. You know, we have so much experience, good or bad. We've had moments where, as a woman, you were not allowed to speak your mind, or you were put into a position where you were not encouraged or mentored. And this is what I want to change. Each one of us women, like we have probably about 300 years experience in this room alone. And it would be so awesome if we could teach our younger generation so they don't have to go through the trials and tribulations that we went through. I started my career about 30 years ago. And 30 years ago, it was rare that you saw a woman in leadership. Now, like look at that room, it's filled with leaders. And I think that we could gain so much, we could train or give experience to the younger generation that, you know, you are able to lead and you can take charge. Women like Cindy Blackstock, like she did not let anybody keep her quiet. The government tried to keep her quiet, but she refused. She spoke up, and she had a whole nation believing in what she had to say. So let's start empowering our future leaders. When I started my career 30 years ago, I ran into some obstacles. We were having a meeting, and I spoke up. I gave my opinion at this meeting. The silence that filled that room, and then the looks I got, like, you know, somebody slowly turning their head and looking at you, like saying, I can't believe she said that. And so, and then the moment after I said what I had to say, and then the awkward moment that, you know, we tried to carry on with the meeting because I had said something that was not comfortable to other people. But we went on with the meeting. In a few days, I was called to another meeting. So I attended, and at this meeting, I was labeled as difficult to deal with. And I thought, that's not me. That's not how I presented myself. I just gave an opinion. I stated something that I thought was right. And so I left that meeting feeling very defeated, very deflated. And I went back to my office and kept questioning myself. Am I really difficult to deal with? I don't think so. I'm confident. And I spoke my mind, and I don't think I'm difficult to deal with. Anyway, it took a few days for me to, you know, gather myself and get my confidence back. And then somebody mentioned it that, you know, what's wrong, Karen? Like, you're not yourself today. And then I realized at that moment that I had allowed somebody to make somebody's opinion to affect me negatively. So I thought, you know what, that's their opinion of me. My staff or my team see me as a great leader. So I'm going to continue leading this group the way I did before. So I stood up, I straightened my back, I lifted my head, and I walked out of my office into the casino and continued to lead the team that I was leading. So the past 30 years, like I said, I've been building my career. I've noticed that there's been a shift in momentum. More and more females are becoming leaders of their First Nations. They're becoming CEOs of companies. They're building companies, and they're building their empires. You know, this knowledge and experience shouldn't go to waste. We should teach our younger generation that they could stand up and speak for themselves. What my plan is, or what I'd like to see, is that women like us building mentorship programs in the places that we work. It's so important. You see somebody new coming in, a younger female coming into the workplace, go and greet them and say, welcome to our company. This is what our company stands for. And I hope that you will grow with this company. So it's up to us, women, to guide and nurture these young female future leaders. I want to show these young future female leaders that they have the capability of becoming outstanding leaders of this decade or of this century. I started my position 2 years ago as operations manager of Northern Lights Casino, and I see new employees coming into that door almost every day. And I would love to take these new employees and teach them what our company is about and what they can become. So in closing, I want to thank everybody for listening to me, and I hope I touched some hearts, that we can start some mentorship programs. Like each company, like we have how many companies here? About 10 companies. And if each one had a mentorship program, can you imagine what our future would look like? Thank you.